I'm going to try to get through this without crying. My name is Louise, and me and my family own a wheat farm in Kansas. We are all certainly lifelong Republicans, and we were so happy to vote for Trump in all three of his elections. However, we were certainly not aware that he was going to put a funding freeze on all U.S. aid. 100% of our wheat produce is bought by U.S. aid and shipped out of the country. So our farm is completely bankrupt. We have no customer. We had this whole deal with the U.S. government, and now that is just gone in a second. And we are completely decimated. USAID buys about $2 billion worth of American farmers' goods annually, and every single one of those farms is in the same boat as us now. It's a sinking boat. He didn't consider us at all when he made these decisions, and it would be impossible for any world leader to do something that could negatively affect us more than what Trump has done to us. And we voted for him.
So Trump supporters are already regretting their votes. Now they're finding themselves in panic mode as they begin to realize how disastrous Trump's policies are. Watch this.
Whoever said violence is never the answer didn't live in unprecedented times. We are living in motherfucking unprecedented times. I just saw a representative on a morning news interview go, kids don't need free school lunch. Kids need to go out and make money. They need to go and get a job. Kids. You want kids to go out and get a job instead of what? Taking advantage of this system? What is taking advantage? The school lunches suck anyway. And what? A kid gets to eat who didn't need to? Fuck you. You gotta get your shit rocked. If you see these fucking representatives out in public, you see them at a grocery store, you see them at a gas station, you see them at a bar, you know what you gotta do? You gotta go, shut the fuck up, you ugly motherfucker! You don't think kids deserve to eat for free. You think they need to go work at Burger King to prove that they have value. You are ugly! You're ugly and dumb and bad. And I know where the fuck you're going. I don't even believe in God. I don't believe in religion. But you know where the fuck you're going? To the lowest pits of hell, you piece of fucking shit. You gotta rock these motherfuckers shit, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you! And what kills me is some people will go, no, we just need to continue to protest and hold our signs and sign our petitions, and then they'll know. They don't want kids to eat. You think that your sign and your macaroni necklace is gonna do shit? Sure, go out there and protest, but if you think peaceful protest is the way to fucking get anything done anymore, babe, it didn't work before, and it's not gonna work now. They don't want kids to eat. We can't combat that with signs and petitions. Wow, that's a lot of signatures, and nothing's going to get done. Rock these motherfuckers shit. Do it.
I'm going to tell you something a lot of people don't like to talk about. Oligarchs love recessions. It's a fucking fire sale. It gets them all in their feels, right? I live in rural America. I know exactly what they are doing. It happened to communities like mine first, and now they're bringing it nationwide. Bring on the bad times so they can buy up all the farmland. Bring on the recession so you can make people desperate, willing to work for any wage. There are very few small farmers left, and this is the way they did it. Get rid of the infrastructure. There's no way to get your shit to market if you wanted to. Defund the schools to 4 days a week so kids can work. Make childcare deserts so women have to stay home. Get people off the farms, get them into towns where they have to work for wages that are nearly unlivable. Create massive income inequality. A new Gilded Age. All of this, everything you're seeing, is on purpose. The oligarchs are laughing all the way to the bank.
Italian Americans, I have to apologize to you because I got a lot of crap yesterday for putting these signs. As I said yesterday, these fucking signs in the recycle. I would never do that again. It's very, very bad. But I have to say, this sign does not belong into the recycling. But it does fucking belong into the regular garbage. Vaffanculo.
House Bill 1484. This is happening right now, and I'm just going to read it to you so that you don't think that I'm misinterpreting anything in this bill. The offense of trespass by an illegal alien under this section is a felony for which the authorized term of imprisonment is life imprisonment without eligibility for probation, parole, conditional release, or release except by any act of the governor or natural death of such person. With me? The department shall develop and maintain an information system that operates at all times and provides various means to receive and maintain reports of violations of this act. The various means of receiving such reports shall include, but are not unlimited to, a toll-free telephone hotline, email address, and online reporting portal. The department shall periodically publicize the hotline phone number, email address, internet website address, and any other means by which the department may receive such reports. If an illegal alien is arrested and imprisoned under this section as a result of a report to the information system, the person who made the report shall be eligible to receive a reward of $1,000 for providing such report. The department shall develop and implement the Mississippi Illegal Alien Certified Bounty Hunter Program, which is hereby created to certify applicants to the program as certified bounty hunters for purposes of finding and detaining illegal aliens in this state under this section. I just want to remind you that prison is the only place where slavery is still legal, and just for the crime of being in this country, you will be imprisoned for the rest of your life as a slave with no chance to ever be released.
Well, I made the mistake of turning on the news, and I listened to some of Trump talking in front of the Department of Justice, spewing his goddamn lies, telling things about us, about Americans. I can't stand that man. And now I find out I have pneumonia and I can't march tomorrow. Hold up the truth, warriors. Hold it up for me. I can't be with you.
I got a question for everyone who voted for Trump because they thought he would fix the economy. Who are you blaming for the fact that the cost of eggs has continued to rise even though he's president right now? Who are you going to blame when the cost of our produce skyrockets because hundreds, if not thousands, of undocumented immigrants did not show up for work yesterday and therefore did not pick our produce because they were afraid that they were going to get deported? Who are you going to blame for that? You can't blame Biden. They didn't show up because they didn't want to be deported. Biden wasn't trying to deport them. Who's trying to deport them? Who are you blaming for when the cost of everything that we import from China, Canada, and Mexico goes up because the tariffs that are being imposed on them are being now offset onto us? Who are you blaming for that? Biden? He's not the one imposing tariffs on these countries. Trump is. And those tariffs are not paid for by the country. The country does not pay the tariff in order to import the goods to us. The country imports the goods to us, and in order for the importer here in America, the American buyer, to pick up those goods, they have to pay the tariff first. And so they turn around and put that cost back on us. Who are you blaming for that? Oh, it's going to encourage companies to start manufacturing here in America. We don't have the infrastructure for that. They have never spent the money to build the factories to make those specific goods that we import from other countries because they didn't need to. We get it from other countries. Now, who is going to pay to build the factories and the other infrastructure required to now make those goods here and pay workers here at our minimum wage and not whatever it is they make in their country? Who is going to pay for that? And when the cost of everything increases because of needing to build this infrastructure, who are you going to blame for that? Are you going to blame Biden? Because Biden isn't the one who imposed a tariff on these countries in order to encourage companies, and I say in order, in quotes, because we know that's not what it was about, in order to encourage these countries to start manufacturing here. You can't blame Biden. Trump is the reason the prices of everything are about to go up. Trump is the reason. And you fucking voted for this shit.
I'm seeing more and more people online saying, well, I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote to lose my job, and I didn't vote for a global trade war, and I didn't vote for Elon Musk to run amok in the government, slashing agencies and cutting jobs, and I didn't vote to see America's allies cast aside. Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course you voted for that. You were perfectly happy to see all that happen as long as it didn't happen to you. And now that the leopard is eating your face, suddenly you've changed your tune. Well, you get no sympathy from me. You voted for that. You wanted that. So you sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I don't care what happens to you. I just want you to feel the pain that you brought on yourself, because that is the only way you can learn.
This message is for any Asian MAGA out there. We're next. I want to remind you that we are closer to the undocumented immigrants that are being deported right now than we are to them. We have more in common to the undocumented immigrants than we do to them. You remember how quickly MAGA turned on us during COVID, and it didn't matter if you were Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Filipinos. To them, we were just chinks responsible for the China flu. It is foolish and frankly embarrassing that you think just because you wear the red hat that you're going to be spared when your time comes. This country is never going to be pure enough or white enough, and they are never going to accept you the way that you accept them. They have forgotten that they too have immigrants' blood in them, but let us not forget the crazy, difficult journey our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents took to get here, to escape their country for a chance of a better life. This is not it. Everybody deserves that chance.
I think we severely underestimated the amount of women around us who will never be able to stop seeking the approval and validation of the white men around them. And y'all really exposed yourself with the results of this election. These white women who voted against our interests, these are the women that we went to high school with, that we were best friends with in college, that we played sports with our whole lives. But they chose to listen to their dads. They chose to listen to their boyfriends or their husbands. They chose to put the interests of the white men around them in their lives above the interests of women, above the interests of minorities, above the interests of oppressed people. I will never be able to wrap my mind around that. How you can be a highly educated woman, see how women around you are being treated, see how minorities around you are being treated, and still choose to value the opinion of the white men around you the most and vote for their interests. One of the most important women in my life married a rich white man, and she chose to vote for his interests instead of the interests of her 3 daughters. The silence from all of these women right now who could not bring themselves to vote for Harris, to vote for another woman in this election, is shameful, and we will not forget.
I just got a call from my work, and they let me know that I was getting laid off today, and so I was laid off from work today, and it's a lot. Like, you know, there's the fires going on in LA. My birthday just happened a few days ago. I thought this was going to be my year, and I just got laid off. I've been at this company for over 6 years, and, you know, I don't even know what to do. Obviously, I have to file for unemployment. I'm just, like, in shock.
The Trump administration has announced that 50% of all Social Security employees will be fired. There are offices closing all over the country. In my own state of Texas, I have been able to confirm at least 3 field offices are being closed. And some of those service rural areas where people drive for many, many miles to get to that office. And now that those offices are going to be closed, older people or people with disability are going to have to travel much further to get to an office to take care of their business. And then today we learned that Musk is pressuring the officials at the Social Security Administration to cut off a phone program that over 73 million users use every year to be able to apply for their Social Security benefits, or to, if there's a problem or glitch, to call and work out. They are cutting the phone program because it's waste. So we're closing field offices and we're cutting phone programs. So what does that mean? That means our elderly population and our people with disabilities who rely on Social Security will have to find an office and show up in person, or Musk's answer is use the internet.
Hey MAGA, on behalf of Blue voters, I just want to say congratulations. We are so excited that you won. Truly, we are. I mean, the things you guys have promised, we know are going to make our lives so much better. And I cannot wait till the war ends in 24 hours. I mean, that's going to be lit. I can't wait to get a concept of a healthcare plan actually into a healthcare plan, because I do need healthcare. And I know you guys are going to get that done ASAP. I'm so excited to have electricity that's going to be half the price immediately. I mean, I can't believe how fast he's promised this stuff. That's what is like life-saving for me, right? Groceries are going to be cheap. I mean, I think they're going to be like practically free, even while you go manage to round up all the people that got us the food. I mean, you guys are fucking brilliant. And then let's see what else. Cheap rent. Yes. Lower cost in housing. You got this. Higher wages. I didn't hear about that, but I trust that you're going to get that done, right? Anything else? Oh, gas. I'm thinking $1 a gallon, 75 cents. That works for me. But whatever you guys think is best, because you know it's best. And I know you're going to get this done. And I can't wait till you get inflation down to like nothing. I mean, you guys are so good. He's the best businessman in the world. Why won't this happen? Why shouldn't this be done like, I'm thinking end of January, end of first quarter for sure. Either way, we're here to watch because you guys got this handled. We're just going to sit back. We're just going to watch because you're going to be so good at this. It's going to be so easy, right? Yeah. And if it isn't, we'll be here too because we remember everything that was said. We remembered how this went. But until then, thanks for winning.
Hi, I was a recent federal employee that was terminated due to the restructuring and cutting of federal funds. I was a USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service employee, or NRCS. I specialized in natural resource conservation and helping producers deal with issues that involved soil, water, and air quality, as well as erosion and access to fresh water and correct forage for their livestock. We helped farmers, my agency helps farmers all over the country, and we go into their property, assess the area, and see if there are anything that we can help them with, whether it's, a no-till situation, if it's, spraying for herbicides, if it's, an erosion sinkhole that's going to cause your cow to fall in and like potentially lose a calf, or, it's eating away at your field and you want to put a drain pipe in. We go in, we help the producer, we make up a contract, and then we help assist the producer, not only make sure that it's input correctly so that way they don't have this issue anymore, but we financially assist them. We reimburse them a percentage or cost amount that they sign for so that the burden does not fall just on the American producer. We love helping farmers. That is our motto. We love helping anyone and everyone who comes through our doors. I was let go or terminated or laid off, fired, whatever you want to call it, due to performance. Now, I am a probationary employee. You're always a probationary employee for the first 12 months of service in any federal job. I have nothing but outstanding performance reviews, and this simply is not the case. I was let go due to cutting of federal funds, and like I've mentioned, this does not affect the people who are sitting around and have been in government for 20 years and aren't doing their job and are sitting around doing nothing. No, we were boots on the ground, walking the field. Like, we were busy every day, meeting deadlines, helping farmers, dealing with, client appointments to try to get it right. And this is going to fall on the consumers of agriculture products, which is everyone in the world who wants to eat, and your producers. So if you know someone who gets federal assistance through FSA, the Farm Service Agency, they lost a lot of people just because they were new hires.
All right, white women, circle up. Listen, ladies, ICE raids are coming, all right? They've even started already in some places, and no location is off limits this time around, not even schools or churches. So you know what that means, right? That's right. It's time for us to put our very best Karen skills to good work. Now, I don't want to hear none of y'all hopping into my mentions going, Kendall-y, I don't know how to Karen. Bitch, yes you do. Yes you do. We all do. Let's not pretend that skill doesn't come as a part of our default package straight out of the factory, all right? So here are your marching orders. If you see an ICE official, be that at your job, at your school, at your church, anywhere in your community, if you see an immigration official, you go full Defcon Karen immediately. I'm talking pull out all of the stops, whatever you can do to distract that official and waste his time. I'm talking complaints. I'm talking demands to see his superior officer. I'm talking long rambling stories about people he's never met and situations that are fully unrelated. Nothing is off the table. And if all of that fails, you pull out the white woman Hail Mary. That's right. I'm talking about white lady tears. I don't care if you have to pull a full-blown temper tantrum in front of that immigration official. You do whatever you have to do to become a physical barrier between that immigration official and the vulnerable members of your community that he is targeting. Ladies, listen, we have trained for this moment. Our grandmothers trained for this moment, and their grandmothers before them. Karening is our ancestral legacy. Only this time, we have an opportunity to put the skill to work for good, to do something for our community instead of against it. I believe in you, ladies. All right? I believe in you. Now you get out there and you wreck the absolute shit out of some immigration official's day.
Literally kidnapping somebody that you disagree with politically, and then just a couple days later, staging some weird commercial for your friend who spent a ridiculous amount of money on your reelection for his cars in front of the White House is dystopian as hell. Meanwhile, the markets are crashing. There's measles outbreaks. They're literally ripping apart the Department of Education and therefore public education. Oh, and eggs are still fucking expensive. More so, actually. It's not like anybody told people that this would happen. Oh wait, people did. People literally said all of this would happen. At this point, if you're still defending it, there's no coming back from it. I'm a pretty forgiving person, but we are so far past that point. I think a lot of people are so far past that point, so I'm probably just like beating a dead horse at this point. But yeah, it's truly astonishing how far we have fallen in such a short time. But again, people told you that this would happen, so here we are.
All right, I've tried to bite my tongue as much as I possibly can. I've tried not to get involved in any of this shit that's been going on, but I can't stay quiet no more. Any of you that voted him into office, the lowest of lows. Lowest of fucking lows. If everything that's happened over the last week has not been an indication of exactly what the fuck he had planned and how he hoodwinked you, played all of you straight to your goddamn faces. Prices are still up. He promised they were going to go down. Quality of life was going to be better. Do I really need to comment on that? He was going to end the war in Ukraine. What have we heard about that? What have we heard about that ending? And he started a trade war. He's been in office 1 week, and he has pissed off all of our major allies. And now, as of last night, anybody who's getting federal aid, Section 8, WIC, Medicaid, SNAP, all of that shit, guess what? He put a pause on all of it. Any of you that might be watching this video right now, if you, anybody in your family, if any of you are on these programs, you're fucked. You're fucked. I'm fucked. My family's fucked right now. Because of what you put in office. It's unbelievable that there are so many people that were able to sit back and tell you people exactly what was going to happen. How bad we were going to get screwed over. The fact that he lied to your faces